welcome to another episode of Elevenses with MZ, an arts and crafts show that is sure to awaken your right brain. Today I am making what I call my happy book. One of the biggest problems, in my opinion, of being an entrepreneur is that you have to keep yourself motivated instead of depending on your boss or the person that you report to keep you motivated. And for that, I create these little fun books that kind of help me refocus while I'm creating them, and then whenever I feel a little down or like things are not going my way, it's a wonderful thing to just leaf through to get back on track. I sometimes do a little bit of journaling in these little books. I add little bits and pieces of stuff that I love, just beautiful things to look at, sayings that inspire me, just so that when you're a little down and out, you can just open this little book up and hopefully feel a little inspired. So let's get started. I am actually going to use this roll of craft paper to create my book, and I'm just going to fold it like that. And I'll just tell you what the dimensions are. Basically, my roll is about 50 centimeters long, and I'm cutting a piece that is about 30 centimeters, like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark this over here. You can use a smaller piece if you want. Totally depends on the size of the book that you want to make. But once I show you the mechanism as to how this is built, you'll be able to tell based on the page size you want what sheet size you should use. So it depends on your page size. What we're going to do after this is fold the paper in half, lengthwise, and then half again. Okay, and so this is the size of one page of my book. You can make it a lot smaller if you want to. You can make it half the size if you want to, but basically what I want to show you is that if your book is this size, you basically need paper that is 8 times your page size. So its width should be twice the length of your page size, and its length, like this, should be 4 times the width of your page size. So I just wanted to lay that out and let you have a look so that you can calculate what kind of a book you want to make. Okay, so next up what we need to do is fold the paper like this. And I'm actually going to show you that you can create a book of half the page size using a sheet that's half the size. So if I left it like this, my page size would be this size over here, like that. If I cut it in half like this, and again I fold it in, now my book will have a page size that's this big. So to actually create the book, what you do is you fold your page so that you have 4 pages on one side and then 4 pages on the other side, and you take your scissor and you cut along this crease that you've made all the way to the center. Note, you do not cut all the way to the end. You don't want to do that. When you cut to the center, this is what you do to create your book. You basically just push it out, and now you have a book with 4 pages. So once you've pushed it out, take a minute to crease all the edges, and there you have it. That's the construction of your book. Super simple. It's a one-sheet book, and I love creating these. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some glue, and I'm just putting it on half. Over here, and then I also need it over here. I'm sorry for the camera shaking. It's hard to work with a roll of paper. It wants to fold up on itself. So first, press down just the two ends, not the center, because remember, the center you have to push out like that. Then fold the centers, and then just push everything down along the creases. Make sure all of your pages have stuck together well, and that's the base of your book. Super easy and super fun. I wouldn't recommend doing this with cardstock. I have this example over here for you, and I will show you why. Because when you fold this in, the spine is a lot thicker and the pages kind of misalign, which is why I'm using this thinner craft paper. And because you are doubling this up anyway, when you glue it, this is pretty strong just the way it is. So in my last episode, I actually showed you how you can turn your coloring pages into fun embellishments. And this is the project that I'm going to use them on. So I've got some of those embellishments that I colored in the last episode. Then I love picking up scrapbook paper that looks like this, so that you can cut out all of these embellishments. And you get so much out of one sheet of paper. I love that too. So I've gotten a few of these over here. And again, I'm going to keep this very simple for the purposes of this episode, but you can really make them as complicated as you want. You can bring in all sorts of washi tape and ribbons and embellishments and flowers and anything that you have in your embellishment stash. But I wanted to show you that a lot is possible with just a few supplies. So one effect that I really like is having like a white painted effect on my craft paper. And so that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to take a brush and some white acrylic paint, and I'm just going to create a white painted background for my book. And I'm going to make sure each page is dry before I go on to the next page, because I don't want them sticking together. So let me do that and I will be right back. Okay, so I painted my book and I dried it using a heat gun. And as you can see, I just did a very rough job. I didn't want a perfect look. I wanted the gradation in white. And this is what we're going to start decorating now. So I do want to create a few pockets. I want to add some of these fun stickers. I got these from Walmart. This one too. So they just have nice little inspirational quotes in them. And then this is also super fun. And this is from Me and My Big Ideas. And I got this on sale for $10. And they have a lot of fun stuff. So I am going to get started decorating my book. So this is my book, and I really like the way it's looking. It didn't take me a lot of time, and I just feel happy looking at it. What I am going to do is add a bit of journaling and put my note in this pocket over here. Just put the sticker on top of this, so there. So I can have something like a little tag over here, and I'm going to put in a little bit of personal goals, etc. To keep me motivated. But yes, super simple and so much fun to do, and it looks so lovely. I hope you'll give it a try. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.